here, and I'm going to bring you a jailbreak tutorial in this video right now. Now this is an updated version of the Redsn0w jailbreak, which we did bring to you a few videos back now, and that was jailbreak in 4.1, but that just allowed you to have custom boot logos and other sorts of things like that, and it just brought all the jailbreaks for all devices in one jailbreak. So if you want to go back to the video and see the whole process, you can, but we are going to go over it again in this video real quick. Now, one thing to note: this jailbreak is for 4.2.1, so the newly released iOS update, basically bringing iOS 4 to the iPad. So we did make an update video on that, and again you can see that in the description. Now, one thing to note about this jailbreak is that it is going to be a tethered jailbreak. Now, it's going to be a tethered jailbreak for the new devices, so that's the iPhone 4, the iPhone 3GS new Bootrom, the iPod Touch 4, the iPod Touch 3G, the iPod Touch 2G not MC model, and the iPad. So that's going to be all tethered on that jailbreak. The only certain select devices that are an untethered jailbreak are the old devices, so the iPhone 3G, the iPhone 3GS old Bootrom, and the iPod Touch 2G non-MC model. All those devices are untethered. And the other devices I mentioned before are the tethered devices. Now, tethered meaning every time you want to reboot your device, you must attach it to a PC or a Mac to boot into a jailbroken state. Now, there is an option for the tethered devices on the Redsn0w application to boot back up your device. So you basically just run Redsn0w and it will take you through it step by step. It's real simple to do. So if you don't want a tethered jailbreak and you have one of those devices, I'd stay well away from this jailbreak. And also, if you do rely on unlock, stay away from it for now. So that's just everything you pretty much need to know. Make sure you do have your SHSH blob saved on 4.1, because you might have to downgrade if anything goes wrong or anything like that. Now, let's actually get straight into it. So here on the website, you can see it's down in the description, a link. There'll be a link for Mac OS 10 and Windows, so you just click which one obviously you have, and you can download it for that certain OS. Now, once you have it, let's just minimize this because we don't need that no more. I recommend saving it to your desktop, but I just have it all organized myself, so let me just find it real quick. And it is Redsn0w 0.9.6b4, so we can open this up and it will look something like this. And obviously also I'll have a link in the description to download the 4.2.1 firmware. Now make sure your device is running 4.2.1. As you can see on my device here, I have an iPod Touch 2G connected and all ready to go, but if I go to general or settings, general about, and you can see right there on my device I am running 4.2.1, so we are good to go on that aspect. So let's just zoom back out and let's actually get started. So like I said, make sure you download the firmware, 4.2.1 firmware, as well as updating your device to that firmware, and I'll have a link in the description, like I said, to download it and save it or find it wherever you saved it. So here I have my iPod Touch 2G 4.2.1 firmware. We just need to open it up and it will process it. Now, if you have a non-MC model or if you have an iPod Touch 2G or an iPhone 3GS, you will get a pop-up something looking like this. I mentioned this in the previous Redsn0w video. Basically just saying if you have a MC model or not. If you have an MC model, you click yes. If you have a non-MC model, you click no. If you have a new Bootrom for the 3GS, you click yes, and if you have an old Bootrom for the iPhone 3GS, you click no. I have a non-MC model, so I'm going to click no. That's basically just what I was going on about the untethered and tethered jailbreak state. So once you are ready with that, you can click next, and it'll just run through this real quick. Shouldn't take too long. And there we go, it brings up the options you have to select from. Now obviously you want to have install Cydia checked. Now this also comes with an option to install custom bundle, so if you have made a bundle with Pwnage tool and you've added applications in that you want to be put on your device straight away without going into Cydia, then you can check this, but I don't want to do that. You can have verbose boot, which basically just runs all the code in when your device boots up. I'm just going to leave that and I'm going to leave all the custom boot logos and everything, but because I am on an iPod Touch 2G, I do want to enable multitasking and home screen wallpaper and battery percentage. Those three at the bottom, they will only be enabled or only be there for the iPhone 3G and the iPod Touch 2G. Everything else, every other device will have those already available to your device. So that's pretty much everything you need to know with this, and once you're good to go, you can click next. Now, for the devices that are tethered, I believe there is an option to click put back in the jailbreak state or something. That's basically what you're going to need when you want to boot up if you are on a tethered device. So if you have tried to reboot and it doesn't work, like I said, you will need to connect back to Redsn0w, and you can just obviously click that box, which I'm pretty sure is available in the Redsn0w application. I have seen it, and then click next and it will boot it back up for you. But that's another story, and let's keep on track with this jailbreak. So we've got everything we want, and we can click next. Now, this is the important thing you need to make sure you do. Make sure your device is turned off but plugged in at the same time. So as you can see, my device is connected via USB down here, and we're just going to turn it off at the top, hold down the power button, and we're just going to slide to power off. And when that's fully turned off, we can actually proceed with the next step. Now, the next step itself, you will need to be ready. So after you click next, you will have to hold down buttons straight away. So once you click next, you will have to hold down the power button, which is the top left one or the top right, depending on which device you have, for 3 seconds, and then you continue to hold the power button and the home button for, I believe it's 10 seconds or something like that, and then you release the power button but continue to hold the home button. So just so you're aware, you need to know that you have to have your finger ready on the power button to hold down for 3 seconds. So I'm going to have my finger ready on the power button, and we're just going to click next. So hold down the power button for 3 seconds, power and home button for 10 seconds, and it will count down on the Redsn0w application. Without releasing the home button, release the power button, but keep holding the home button for 15 seconds. So like I said, yeah, it will run through the instructions on the Redsn0w application. So if you didn't follow that on the video, you obviously follow it through on the Redsn0w application whilst you're going through this jailbreak yourself. So it is going through all the data and everything, and it shouldn't take too long until we are able to release your finger off the home button. So you can release your finger off the home button now, and it should run through some code or something like so, as you see on the device. Okay, so you should see this on your device right now. After obviously it's processed through all the code and everything, you should see something like this on your device, and you should know by then that you are jailbroken, or it is jailbreaking, it is working. So it's flashing now, and obviously it'll run through it in this little process bar down the bottom of the screen, and it will just take a few minutes to do so with that. Okay, so it looks like it's done, and we get the boot up logo from Apple. Obviously if you selected a custom boot logo, you will get that on your device. Custom boot logos again are for the same devices from before when we made that Redsn0w video previously. So that is the iPhone 3G, the iPhone 3GS, and the iPod Touch 2G. They are the only devices that can have custom boot logos. Okay, and it looks like we have booted up, so we can slide to unlock. And as you can see, we do have the wallpaper on our iPod Touch 2G, so the jailbreak obviously did work. We can scroll over, you can see we have Cydia now on our device. So that's really nice to see. Let's just quickly go into settings and show you we are still on 4.2.1. So we go settings, general, about, and obviously you can see down there we are on 4.2.1 on our iPod Touch 2G jailbroken. So we can exit out of that. Like I said, we do have Cydia to the side right there, so you can open up Cydia. Now Cydia does look a bit different, and will have a video covering the little different changes to the new Cydia next, or coming up very soon anyway, so make sure to stay tuned to that. So obviously I will need to connect to Wi-Fi, but I can tell you Cydia does work because I tested it beforehand, so obviously trust me on that one. So that's pretty much it, guys. Nick from mygreatiphone.com, quick video showing you how to jailbreak 4.2.1. Obviously the tethered jailbreak for the iPhone 4, the iPhone 3GS, new Bootrom, the iPod Touch 4, the iPod Touch 3G, the iPod Touch 2G MC model, and the iPad. That is all tethered. Those devices are all tethered, basically meaning you will have to connect your device to the computer to reboot back up. Now, there also is an untethered jailbreak within this Redsn0w application for the iPhone 3GS, old Bootrom, the iPhone 3G, and the iPod Touch 2G non-MC model. So, I hope you understood that. If not, I'll have a link to the dev team blog post to see and read for yourself. And that's pretty much it. So, I hope you found it easy. If you have any questions, any feedback, leave them in the comments down below, and we'll try and get back to that as best we can. But that's pretty much it. We are running iOS 4.2.1. We are jailbroken. On the iPod Touch 2G, we have wallpapers. We have multitasking, as you can see, the double click. So that all worked fine. So that's pretty much it. And have a great day. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you in the next video.